Good morning. It's been a hectic morning at the start here. I got a bit of a later start than I was expecting, but still early enough that I was at the desk walking and doing work at 8:05 or so, I guess. So yeah, I mean, I'm just kind of going to be working on my big annual project today. Boom! Thank you. I'm really struggling this lunch hour as I'm walking back to the apartment. I keep thinking about how much I'm spending on my apartment, how much I'm spending on the stuff in it, and how there's part of me that still wants to just go out and see more, do more. Um, I'm getting ready to schedule or make another reservation at a hotel for the drive up to Colorado. And I look at that and I say, hey, that's 40, 44 bucks, everything said and done. And the simplicity of that offering and me making that reservation, I mean, the fact that I get room, a bed, if I do my research right, internet, electricity, all of it handled. And I think of just how much money that this place is costing me. And this is actually a fairly reasonably priced place. And there's just part of me that consistently, I go through these minimalism circles where I want to just chuck everything and just go. Me in the car and that's it. And the more I think about it, the more I think that April is when my lease is up, and I don't know, there's part of me that really wants to give it a go. Can I do it for 30 days? Obviously I can stick everything into storage and I can obviously rent an apartment. It's easy enough to do. But man, it's just something that I keep struggling with. I don't know why it hit me today. I don't know, maybe just because I haven't done anything as I was editing, my fourth vlog in a row now where I didn't really do anything fun. I didn't do anything interesting. I didn't do anything challenging. So maybe that's where this comes from. So I've been working a bunch on the annual project. My hope is that I can finish the slide deck by the end of tomorrow so that Wednesday I can hustle, do all the video editing on that and transcription of it, which oddly enough, I really need to do, just in case anybody ends up not being able to hear. I need to be able to provide closed captioning for it, so that's all got to be done. So yeah, I'm hustling on that. I wanted to hit that. I would love for it to be done by Wednesday, because Thursday I've got the Inside YEC recording, and Wednesday I've also got a doctor's appointment late in the afternoon. So if I could tie all that up, I would be really happy. As I've been working though, the thought in my head of continuing to think about, could I financially make it work? Is it financially possible? And I think it is, given my salary, to live hotel room to hotel room. And I really am thinking hard about, is that something that I would want to do? Obviously, financially I can make it work. That I'm not afraid of. What I'm more interested in is the logistics of, what do I do with my stuff? I've been really thinking about this. And what would I store? What wouldn't I store? What would just get tossed or sold or anything? And could I make it work? And there's no question in my mind, especially given how much of a minimalist I was when I moved back here 3 years ago, 3+ years ago now, when I moved back here from New York City with an 80-pound box and 2 backpacks. I know it's possible for me to do it. The question is, do I want to? And the thing that I'm struggling with at the moment is the fear factor. I'm definitely scared of what this might mean. Once again, just a lot of stuff thinking and percolating in my brain. So I'm going to try and figure that out, and who knows, maybe I treat the experience that I'm going to have over the course of the next 2 weeks where, I will be in Southern California, and then I'll be back here in Phoenix, and then I'll be in Utah, and then I'll be in Colorado, and then I'll be back here in Phoenix, as kind of a testing ground again to see if that really is the case. If it really is that, hey, it's just me in the home mindset is the enemy, and I've built up bad habits regarding home and not doing cool things. And if that's the case, then I may need to really consider what the logistics are for me to kind of go nomadic.
One of the many upsides of working kind of remotely or on my own is the fact that when I get super hungry like I am now, I can just go and grab something to eat. In this case, I'm gonna go get some of my favorite food because I've been thinking about it ever since Rocco. Damn you, Rocco! You put this in my brain that we're going to eat at Chino's in like 3 weeks, but I want it now. I want it in my belly now. Jade Red Chicken Quesadilla in my face. Here it comes. I guess it's worth explaining what Chino Bandido is. It is Chinese Mexican fusion food. It's one of these things that only could be born here in Phoenix, and it is insanely delicious. I started going to the one at Greenway and 19th Ave when I was working at the GoDaddy headquarters, the Scottsdale office. So yeah, that's when I got my first one, and to be absolutely honest, I've been back probably dozens of times, and every time I get the exact same combo meal. Tried other stuff, but I just, the Jade Red Chicken Quesadilla, white rice, black beans, oh, yeah. Oh, and then, let's not forget, the Snickerdoodle because you got a combo. So good, so good. If you're here in Phoenix or in Chandler, you gotta go to this place at some point.
As you can see, this place is not your traditional restaurant, and it's awesome, and it shows really they put all of the love and care into food. They don't really care about the place. But by far my favorite thing actually in the restaurant is the gigantic panda that you can climb at your own risk. Boom. And then the Snickerdoodle. Since I'm here so early for dinner, I'm going to save the second one, and I will bake that up in the oven later tonight so that I have something to eat, because I obviously won't be able to get through the rest of the day.
You know that awesome feeling like when you've had a really good meal and you know that it's going to help you feel better? Oh man, that is such an amazing, amazing feeling, and I'm totally having it right now. So, time to go home, continue to work. I'm probably going to work for probably about another 90 minutes is what I'm hoping to clock in tonight. And then it is time to do something fun. I don't know what yet. I mean, I would like to watch a football game, but I know that that's probably not the best thing for me to do, and me sitting at home alone is probably not cool either. I don't know, maybe I go bowling again. I don't know, maybe.
You ever have one of those days when it seems like there's no momentum, and then all of a sudden, like, things change? Like, I went to Chino's, and it was awesome. I came home, and I was feeling good, and it was cool to be able to sit there and have good food. I then got a phone call from my friend Caroline. She signed this huge deal with this big author to do some online marketing promotion. So she's like being a rock star in that respect. It was great to catch up with her for a half hour as well. I may see her while I'm in Southern California this weekend. I haven't decided, I haven't found out what the schedule is with my parents. So once I know what's going on there and when and how long I'm going to stay there, because I may stay until Monday or Tuesday, that hasn't been resolved. So yeah, but the fact she's crushing it is amazing. The fact that I get to potentially hang out with her is very, very cool. I got the hotel room all squared away for me in Utah. Man call. I've got a man call in like on Monday. So I'm super pumped. A week from today, I get to talk with Robert and Thomas, who, actually, I don't even think I've shown you guys this. I don't think I've shown anybody this. Turn on the light in here. Boom! Yes, that's right. That's Thomas, the professional wingman, who is an amazing friend, and Robert, who is another amazing friend. We are all split up all over the country. Thomas is in New York and Boston primarily, and then Robert's primarily in Austin, Texas, but jumps down to Miami and Jamaica like all the time. Like, he's got a son in Miami or thereabouts and all that good fun. So they're awesome dudes, and we do this, I don't know, about once a quarter. We schedule what we call a man call, where the three of us sit down for anywhere from 60 minutes to 2 hours and just talk about what the hell's going on in our life, get perspective. These guys are awesome, and so it's never set in stone. It's kind of one of these things where one or more of us have something to share in order to, or we're facing like a critical problem, and yeah, we share that stuff, and then we get this feedback, and we get execution, kind of accountability stuff for one another. It's really kind of cool. And we've been doing this now probably coming up on 2 years. They're super awesome guys, and so yeah, that picture was actually taken when we, Robert and I crashed
the wedding of Thomas. So yeah, because we crashed the bachelor party in New Orleans a month earlier too. We're just gonna go for a walk. It's kind of one of those things where I want to go for a big long walk, just to kind of clear my head, because you know I was in a weird spot earlier today, and I'm trying to figure out what got me there and why I was there, and then to sit there and go and do something cool. So you know, it's gonna be dark out there, so I probably won't be recording a whole bunch, but I will I'll try and get some video of the radio towers that are on top of South Mountain, because I just think they're pretty.
I'm out here walking, and I get a text message from my uncle, which reads, "Hey, Bean, doing okay? We're sitting down to watch Madam Secretary. LOL, wrong dworkin' child." Uncle Dad, I love you, man. That's awesome. Holy smokes, can you say all out? I mean, got all kinds of stuff on this house. I got the huge dude up there. You get Santa. And then you got Santa down here. Well, whoops. Gift wrap present. And then this huge snow globe. I mean, that thing has to be like 10 feet high. It's massive. That's awesome. I mean, I'm not a guy who's huge into like Christmas decorations, because obviously I'm not somebody who celebrates Christmas, but I can appreciate the time and effort and resources that people invest into that, and that's impressive. We meet again, Jade Red Chicken Quesadilla. Well, that is my day. I am actually going to crawl into bed and read a little bit on my new Kindle that I picked up on Black Friday. It's interesting to see the difference in the platforms. And I actually think that I do have a potential use case for it that is different than my iPad and the Kindle app. I actually think that there is a real reason for me to have one. So I'm hoping that, you know, so far it's been a good reading experience. Who knows? I still want to finish the book that I started on it, though. It's a short book. It's a book by my buddy, actually a couple of my buddies, Gerald O'Toole and Matt Wilson, who Matty just had a birthday, which happy belated, buddy. Yeah, just want to finish reading the Under 30 CEO book on, 17 stories on people who have kind of broken away from norms, be it business or life or both. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to go to bed, because tomorrow I actually have something really fun planned that is not normal for me. I'm going to keep you in the dark, though. All right, bye for now.